7. Okay, so WiC Nomad, it will be a bit of a slow game. We aren't going to see any rees unless we have some TC wars or something like that. But right now, score 3-0. Let's see if MCL can bring one back. I don't know though, PoJ like this map. They definitely do like their land nomadish maps, Nomad, and so on. Nabs practice as a team, that's right. They play together all the time, which is why they're such a strong team. And I think they really enjoy playing with each other. I think that's another thing to consider. Some of these teams, they play together because, you know, they're used to playing together. It's not necessarily that they're having fun and going nuts, but when you listen to Nabs play, you realize that they really just enjoy playing together. Funny guys. Anyway, it looks like Dodonpa and Maromba stealing each other's sheep. Magnata going to be stealing some sheep. That's a really close TC for Tokiwa and Magnata. Should be just out of range for TC War, but should be an interesting game nonetheless. Gonna be a little interesting. Where is Tokiwa's villager coming in? Tokiwa's villager coming in from all the way across the map. No trapped vills though. I don't think this is going to count as a TC war. This is just going to be a very messy game. Sound so happy you think you're going to bath. You mean? Okay, having a quick look at civs by the way guys, before I forget. Tokiwa playing in green as Vikings, Chocobo playing in blue as Persians, Dodonpa playing in orange as Chinese, and Escape playing in teal as Mayans, or light blue, whatever you want to call it. Maromba for MCL playing in grey as Chinese, Scrath playing in red as Vikings, Magnata playing in yellow as Persians, and MCL always as Mayans in purple. So we are getting a mirror matchup here. This is not going to be great for the Viking player Tokiwa though. He's going to be in a bit of trouble. He's so close to Magnata, who did get his TC up a little early, as well as Persians. Persians with that really nice start, the extra 50 food and so on. Escape on the other side may have to come in and try and save him. Escape is quite close to Chocobo and should be perfectly fine. Scrath though stealing all the sheep on the map on that side, and Maromba also having a great TC placement there. Having 3 boar, deer, as well as a lot of sheep there available to him. MCL always looks like he got an okay TC placement as well, having boar and deer. And, yeah, Magnata? Oh, I think that's Tokiwa pinging. Oh, Tokiwa running into the TC of Magnata already. Oh, that's nasty. He's going to be behind to start off with compared to Magnata already. 3 population behind Magnata now. This is going to be a tough game for Tokiwa. He definitely needs help from either Chocobo or Escape. Good news is he's also close to Dodonpa, so we have Magnata in between Dodonpa, Tokiwa, Escape, and Chocobo. So this is not such a nice place for Magnata to be right now. He has found boar though, so he will be able to go up relatively fast. It looks like Tokiwa also having found boar and will be heading for that now. No one is close to SY. Yes, they are practicing in Voobly, China. You'll watch and drink wine and be a good observer now. Okay, Tony. If you say so. Well, what can we expect to see? Usually the Viking player will be able to be going for the Grush, which in this particular case is going to be kind of difficult for Tokiwa to do. He's in a very precarious position. He might be in a bit of trouble. Let's see if there's any gold nearby. There isn't really any gold nearby that he can take. He can try and go for this, but he has to go all the way around this forest. I'm not sure he scouted that out anyway. So he doesn't see any gold. He's trying to scout out the map now, but very tough for him to Grush. And he's right next to the docks of Magnata as well. So he would ideally want to Grush and delay Magnata a little. It looks like Escape also going to head in that direction. And just drop some houses, scout out a little. What else? Who is the other Viking player? I believe it was not Maromba. Vikings? Wrath. So, Wrath. his docks up towards the north. Well, he could try and take down the fishing ships of Chocobo, but they're in a corner. I don't think he'll find them too quickly. He's also got fishing ships from Maromba that he can protect. Other than that, PoJ's fishing ships will be quite safe, I think. We have Escape all the way onto the left-hand side, Chocobo down there, and where's Dodonpa? Dodonpa's actually docked at the middle as well as, so same thing as always. So those fishing ships are going to be pretty safe from a Viking rush. It looks like Tokiwa has now found those fishing ships from Magnata. You'll be upset if TyRanT win one game versus SY? You can buy the game on Amazon.com. If you have the HD version of the game, there is a patch that you can download which will allow you to play the HD version on Voobly as well. So both of those options, quite viable. Ooh, interesting line of trees. Make sure that you install it to the C drive, Microsoft Games, C drive, program files, Microsoft Games, Age of Empires 2. It has to be in that file directory, otherwise it won't work. So make sure you have installed it there. That might fix your problem. Other than that, it could be an Windows 8 issue. I believe there are topics on the Voobly forum with regards to that. Pran actually helped me find it last night. I don't know where it is, and he gave it to some guy in the chat. What was his name? Something Dirty, who was having issues with that as well. So try and look on the Voobly forums if you have Windows 8 and you're getting compatibility issues. Otherwise, you probably just installed it to the wrong file directory, and it looks like people are going up to feudal. No one's going feudal yet. That's interesting. Escape getting housed, 25 population, and it looks like will not be able to click up yet. He is Mayan, so he will no doubt be wanting to go for those plumed archers, getting a house now, and heading across the map. Does he see stone? Well, he's just missed the stone down towards the south of his TC, which is quite unfortunate, and has not found any other stone right now. We'll be going for that gold instead, and hopefully we'll run into the stone in the meantime with that villager if it goes... Oh, nah, it's going the wrong way, stupid villagers. But he'll probably see that stone anyway, because vills like to go around the forest. For some reason, the pathing is quite interesting. Now Magnata gonna start walling himself in to keep himself safe, and he can't really wall up towards the north, so at the very least Dodonpa and Tokiwa will be very close to him. Tokiwa gonna drop an outpost to keep himself safe, and will be trying to Grush. Escape now up to Feudal Age. Scrath on his way to Feudal Age, and it looks like Tokiwa also on his way to Feudal Age, rather. Scrath having found the fishing ships, or fishing economy now of Chocobo, dropping a dock quite close to Chocobo's dock, and should be able to take down quite a few fishing ships, having scouted out that dock earlier. Very nice for his team as well. His name was it was like G something dirty. All about the game you will find where? Voobly, Voobly.com. The forums, guys, forums. Okay, so it looks like Scrath, the first one up to Feudal Age on 26 population, making more villages, starting to make those galleys as well. And on the other side, Tokiwa dropping a second dock, and it looks like Escape is up to Feudal Age as well now, same time as Tokiwa, so a little late for Tokiwa. Not the biggest deal in the world. It does not look like Escape found the stone. No, he sees one stone pile. So maybe we'll still see him go for plumed archers, but it's a little late. I guess he's just gonna go straight for the boom instead, but that's a lot of villagers on gold. Hard to say, hard to say. Hard to predict what Escape will go for. He doesn't have the food income to click up yet either. So is Escape going for a Grush as well? Okay, Escape is going for a Grush, and it looks like Tokiwa will not be Grushing then. Is he? He's going Grush as well. Double Grush from PoJ. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Chocobo now starting to lose his fishing ships, and they will start taking down all the fishing ships of Magnata in the corner. There's nowhere for Magnata to go. And it looks like Dodonpa will be going for the fast castle boom instead. Does that mean you haven't had a life since 2012? You got engaged. Congratulations and condolences. Oh my god. Okay, well, Escape now starting to take down the fishing ships of Magnata. Pretty much the same thing is happening to Chocobo as well. So both the Persian players going to lose their fishing ships, but Magnata going to lose it a little faster. PoJ is investing more into this since they are going for the double Grush though. So they need to do more damage. I mean, Escape is in quite a safe position. His TC is in between his teammates, so he won't be in too much trouble. Maybe Chocobo just gonna run those fishing ships all the way across and maybe drop a dock elsewhere, just so that he can take fish safely. Magnata, what are you going for? Magnata trying to FC, but it looks like a bit of a trush there from Tokiwa. Almost losing a villager there. I think he lost one. Pathing thanks to those walls from Magnata, gonna keep him safe, and also managing to take down a tower here from Tokiwa on his other wood line, but Tokiwa's gonna try and take down that lumber camp. Tokiwa's gonna lose another one here. Gotta be careful. Gonna go run around, but Magnata is fully walled in. There is nowhere for him to go. That villager's so dead if he doesn't pay attention. Tokiwa losing another villager now. And it looks like Dodonpa now also grushing on the water, taking down the fishing ships of Always. And it looks like the fishing ships of Magnata have been completely cleared up now. So, Tokiwa now going to start taking down that wall with some villagers and continuing his trush towards the south. And, yeah, that's going to be another dead villager. Tokiwa's got to run. Okay, so he will get another tower up. And that's going to force Magnata away. Tokiwa's got to be careful though. He's actually dropping 2 houses to prevent Magnata from attacking his villagers. But Magnata, another dead villager for Tokiwa. And Magnata's throwing up a defensive tower now. But Magnata's actually just continuing to try and stonewall Tokiwa in right now. Tokiwa finally losing that villager as well. Now it feels like Tokiwa and Magnata, I don't know if it's worth it for them to invest so much into this. Chocobo rather, now up to Castle Age. It feels like they're investing 2 players into dealing with 1 player, Magnata. It looks like Escape going for... don't know what Escape is going for. He's got a lot of villagers on gold though. And a market now for Magnata. Chocobo's tower getting denied there due to that tower from Magnata coming up. And I don't think he needs to delete off this house so he can build it from behind. But Tokiwa should probably just go and do something else. And now, lots of fishing ships out for Escape. Chocobo finally making his way across the map to safety, and Escape having enough galleys there to defend, I think, from Scrath, who has fletching, which is something that Escape doesn't have. The Dodonpa also up to Castle Age, and now with that little bit of a grush that he went for, taking down the fishing ships of Always in the middle of the map. And what is he going for? He's going double stable, so he's going to be quite aggressive here. Extra TC going up as well for Dodonpa. And it's going to be 2 TCs for Chocobo. That's about it. Okay, so Chocobo not going for knights. No stable up for Chocobo. And now the knights in from Dodonpa, and Magnata is in so much trouble. Watchtower going up for Tokiwa just to continue trapping him in, and there's just nothing that Magnata can do. He's still in feudal age. He's in so much trouble now. Yes, he killed off a lot of Tokiwa's villagers while Tokiwa was trying to trush, but with the knights coming in from Dodonpa, he's just running his entire economy. But X is already coming out. I think he knows pretty much where Magnata will be going. He's going to, if he moves his knight south, now Magnata is going to be, oh no, Magnata. And the villager from Chocobo going to spot it out as well. This is a disaster right now for Magnata. He's up to Castle Age, going to try and drop the TC, but he's been found. The knights coming in, more knights coming in as well. He's walled 2 knights in, but Dodonpa's still got double stable knights coming in. I'm sure we're going to see more knights coming in from Dodonpa now. Maromba also sending knights, but Magnata's just lost so much already. And another tower coming up from Tokiwa. Dodonpa actually splitting his knights up. And he's going to run right into Escape right now. Maromba starting to harass Chocobo with his knights. +2 armor already complete. So he is getting slung, I think, by the Viking player Scrath, most likely. Have a quick look at Scrath, actually saying that. Scrath's on the way to Castle Age, so maybe just +2 knights without Sling? That would be, yeah, +2 knights without Sling. For Maromba, that's a big investment for the Chinese player. I guess he must have gotten a really nice boom. But usually you won't see the +2 armor that early on, and it looks like now Escape might take a bit of damage as well from those +2 armor knights, able to sit under TCs, but he doesn't want to fight under TCs for that long. Excuse me for a sec, yep. And Dodonpa now also through the walls of Magnata. Tokiwa continuing to lose some villagers as he runs back towards his TC. And he's starting to boom up a little. So 3 TCs for Dodonpa. There's going to be 2 TCs for Maromba, who has gone for the super aggressive play. Escape actually going to not garrison up his TC. That's a bit of bad news for him. He's going to lose another 2-3 villagers. 2? 2. Okay, 2 villagers. But with the help coming in now from Dodonpa with the +1 armor plus his TCs, he'll be just fine. Chocobo now adding in barracks and a monastery to convert those monks. And Escape does have his 2nd and 3rd TC going up as well now. In the meantime, it looks like the fishing boom is still going for the PoJ team. Escape actually taking over on water now with War Galley complete. Starting to take down those galleys from Scrath on the water, and we'll be going for the fishing ships as well. Dodonpa losing some of his fishing ships, but there's not that much, there's no big fish left to take in the middle anyway, and he's made a couple of fire ships just to prevent Always from taking that control away from him. I'm hearing more deaths somewhere. There's another knight that died. I don't know where it died, but it died. Okay, it's dying under the TC. Okay, so Escape losing more villagers still to those +2 knights of Maromba and just taking so much damage. He is top score right now for his team, but he's taking so much harassment right now, and he needs Dodonpa to come in and help out. Dodonpa, though, not getting harassed at all back at home. It looks like Magnata getting a bit of breathing room right now. But he is still really low health. He's actually made some monks. He's not low health, low pop rather. 17 population, barely having any villagers. Has no food income that I can see. He was taken off water completely, so he doesn't have any fishing ships. He's trying to take wood now, and Magnata, nothing. 16 population, and nothing other than 16 population. He does have a market, so he's going to go for the gold, maybe buy himself some food, keep up Vil production, but he is effectively out of the game right now. And it's going to be up to his teammates Maromba, Scrath, and Always to bring this game back. The Mayan player Always already having a castle up, as well as 3 TCs up and running. And it looks like Dodonpa will be dropping a siege workshop as well to deal with the plumed archers that will be coming in. Persians now, Chocobo having enough of a boom, I guess, or I'm not sure why he waited so long, but he does have his 3 TCs up and running and +2 armor. Bloodlines, Persian Knights coming out. Now we're going to see Stonewalls coming up from Scrath, but there are Stonewalls here that Chocobo can delete off if he wants to do so and go for a bit more of a defense aggressive play. Meanwhile, we see the Chinese player Dodonpa going for camels now. Going to be a forward siege workshop from Maromba against Dodonpa rather, and the plumed archers now coming in through the side of Tokiwa's map. Looks like Tokiwa lost quite a lot of villagers. They're down to 28 population as well, not in the best position, and plumed archers, well, they're going to be able to pick off a lot of his economy. He's still in feudal age, so he doesn't have extra TCs. All of his economy is basically centered in one position, one place, right next to his TC right now. And he also lost some villagers on the stone at the same time. Now those plumed archers are going to try and come in to harass Dodonpa's economy. Dodonpa starting to lose a TC there tonight, but it looks like Chocobo able to deny these walls from Scrath, getting a few knights in. Where is Dodonpa's army? Dodonpa's army is now coming back home to deal with this pressure coming in from Maromba, and he's making more camels as well, garrisoning up his TCs. He does have quite a lot of economy and buildings everywhere on the map, so he's not in a terrible position. But it looks like Scrath making a comeback on water now and Escape his war galleys. He doesn't have enough thanks to all that pressure, and he's in a bit of trouble as well. PoJ are about to lose all their fishing ships. They've gotten quite a bit out of it already. Another TC coming up for Chocobo. Extra stables going down as well. So he's going to go super aggressive soon. Where is the other Persian player? Well, Magnata's dead. So It's just going to be Chocobo. Now, Maromba with a nice forward siege workshop and a battering ram starting to take down the forward TC of Dodonpa, who is adding in barracks now as well to deal with this pressure. His population's dropped. He's down to 79 population. Scrath is on 126, really booming it up. Maromba on 102 population. So actually, the MCL team looking like they're in a very strong position. And it's going to come down to how much Chocobo can do on his own, because his teammates are really struggling right now. Magnata gonna lose another villager to a tower. No, he's gonna just take down a tower slowly with a villager. Looks like he is buying himself food to continue Vil production. And Tokiwa now going to be in a bit of trouble since Dodompa's under so much pressure. It looks like Chocobo will be trying to pressure Scrath, but Maromba also coming in to defend Scrath. We're seeing a bit of the sling now. Or is it just... hard to tell. I would say sling because he's got a lot of villagers on gold, and it's very likely that he is slinging Maromba now. Chinese getting very strong Castle Age Knights, so it's definitely a good option there. One monk rather than from Chocobo, going to be converting the knight from Maromba. Extra TC going up for Scrath as well. And the knights from Maromba now being sent in to defend him as well. Dodonpa losing more and more economy now though. And he really needs, Chocobo's going to come in and try and help defend him. And he's got some pikemen of his own, but he's lost 2 TCs already. It looks like Tokiwa now up to Castle Age, dropping double monastery to help defend from this push coming in from Maromba. And the sling is just really, really strong right now. Scrath, is he investing more into water? Okay, so Scrath is not slinging, he's just making a lot of war galleys. I don't know if you want to overinvest in water on this map. I guess it's okay because Chocobo does have some eco near the shoreline and so does Escape, but they can move that. It's not like they have to have that eco near the shoreline. And no one can stop Maromba. This is Maromba's game to shine. He is playing so well right now. Looks like if MCL is going to take a game, this game is going to be it. Those monks from Tokiwa coming in, now starting to convert those knights from Maromba. Let's see if PoJ can make a bit of a comeback here. But it looks like the economy now from Chocobo around the shoreline getting harassed, going to lose all of those gold miners. And that means that Chocobo only has 1 gold pile to take now. And that's not going to last him that long. He's also going to take down those plumed archers coming in from Always. Mayan player Escape, but rebooming up to 102 population, but still not looking that strong. And the push from Maromba just continues to come in. There's nothing that PoJ just can't stop this from Maromba, it seems. Looks like Dodonpa trying to drop a sneaky TC up towards the north, getting found immediately though, and will not be successful there. And just trying to reboom anywhere, because he's just died so hard. He's been the same population for about 10 minutes now, and he's made more pikemen. He's losing so much economy. It looks like Escape actually running as well, away from the shoreline. This is not looking good for PoJ at all. Looks like MCL will probably take this game unless they somehow manage to lose it. Now barracks coming up for Escape at home as well, and really the only player in an okay position for PoJ is Chocobo. Escape has managed to reboom somewhat, but he's not in an extremely strong position either. Scrath is now on his way to Imperial Age, Always already Imperial Age. I would expect Eagles would be very nice, I think, but it looks like he's going for Plumed Archers. Going for the extremely late Imperial Age play here by Always. He does have a pretty nice mass of Plumed Archers. I think Eagles would do pretty well as well, just to deal with all of this. And it looks like Magnata making a bit of a comeback now with a lot of mangonels. Actually has overtaken Tokiwa in score again now. Escape going for an extra castle. Is anyone else up to Imperial Age? Escape on his way. Dodonpa nowhere near Imperial Age. He did lose a lot of economy, and it just looks like Scrath and Always versus Escape in Imperial Age. And with that massive Plumed Archers that Scrath that Always already has compared to what Escape has, which is basically nothing. Not going to be an easy game, to say the least. Chocobo forced to invest so much into Castle Age Knights, otherwise his teammates will all die. But at least this castle does secure them a bit of gold on the map, which is always important. Let's have a look at those knights now. +1 armor complete, padded archer armor complete for always, +1 attack rather for Chocobo. And elite plumed archer complete for always, bracer complete, padded archer armor complete. I don't think... Well, it looks like Tokiwa's actually managed to convert a nice number of knights there, but it's just not going to be enough. They're going to run right past the incomplete walls of escape. It looks like Dodompa's going to go and try and wall quickly, and it looks like he'll just get it. Nice quick walls there by escape, just in time. And that's going to force them at least past the castle or the TCs of Dodonpa, which is going to be a much better fight for the PoJ team compared to the fight they would have had to take if those knights had gotten in elsewhere. Monks from Tokiwa, gotta be careful, gotta convert those knights. Come on, Tokiwa, what are you doing? Yeah, converting now. I don't think he's got 100%. He could convert them. I don't know why he's not converting knights. And it looks like another defensive castle coming up from escape, but MCL having map control right now. Tokiwa once again losing everything, and he's trying to wall his economy in now, but he's actually got a TC right next to a forward castle from Always. So yes, he's probably going to be able to keep those vills safe from these units, but he's still going to die to the castle from Always. So not a good day to be Tokiwa, that's all I have to say. Does Tokiwa have any other villages? I don't think so. Tokiwa, if he loses these villages, is going to be defeated. Ooh. And the water control belongs to the MCL team as well. Tokiwa only having monks. And does he have a single villager here? He's got a few villagers here. Okay, so he won't get defeated there. In the meantime, it looks like, is Skrath going to push on land as well? Nope, Skrath is going to continue to stay on water, just have galleons and not do too much more right now. Chocobo now also up to Imperial Age, but Maromba's Knights once again into the economy of Dodonpa. Chocobo's Knights not in position to defend. They're just going to try and deal with the army. Nope, Chocobo's coming in now. And it looks like Escape also with Elite Plumed Archer, missing the armor upgrades on these Elite Plumed Archers, but having chemistry already. But Dodompa's just lost another 10 villagers there. And it looks like a bad fight for Escape. So we're just going to see the pikes from Dodonpa come in to try and defend from the Knights. And Chocobo's going to go and fight along with Escape, which is probably a better idea with those Persian Knights. Okay, Tokiwa does have a TC in the back, but TC getting raided now by those knights from Maromba, and it looks like they don't want to take a fight until... Oh, Tokiwa gonna lose those villagers, ran away, but gonna lose those 5 villagers anyway. So painful to be Tokiwa right now. Siege Workshop's going up for Chocobo, maybe thinking about a push into Skrath right now, instead of just staying here, being stuck up against Always, who is so far ahead. An 11 population for Tokiwa, at least Magnata's on 32 population. Did lose a few villagers there to the night raids from Chocobo, but Chocobo now with Cavalier upgrade looks like they're going to push forward, take down those plumed archers from Always, and it looks like, yeah, Always has got to run now. He's at least managed to trap a hole through the walls of Tokiwa, so he's going to be able to position himself well. Tokiwa's got to delete those walls now. Yeah, Tokiwa, delete walls, delete. Okay, there we go. Tokiwa now deleting off those walls, so Chocobo not going to lose too many Cavalier for that. And now Escape and Chocobo pushing forward against Always. Let's see how much they can do. They've got to do a lot right now because it's going to be... it's 2 versus 3, basically. And they're going to GB, actually, surprisingly enough. Magnata now adding in more stables as well, so is he getting slung by Skrath? I believe he is. Skrath must be slinging Magnata because he's on 40 population and he's almost got the resources to go Imperial Age. It looks like a forward castle from Always trying to be built there, but nice move there by Escape, denying that castle. And Chocobo though, those Cavalier keep running in. Naughty Cavalier, not paying attention. Now it looks like the push on the other side coming in from Maromba, who is in Imperial Age. Treb's coming out, trying to take down the Treb of Chocobo, and he's also starting to make those Chuko Nu. So that's going to be a struggle on the right-hand side for Chocobo as well. But they really need to push through on this side really fast. Dodonpa does look like he managed to get a castle and TC up towards the north, so that's nice. And now killing off all those villagers from Scrath on the gold as well. Dodonpa, is he on the way to Imperial Age? Yes, Dodonpa is on the way to Imperial Age. Does only have one castle right now though, and it looks like that castle from Always likely to be complete now. But having a look at populations, actually Escape is almost popped here. He's got fully upgraded elite plumed archers. We have fully upgraded paladins from Chocobo as well. Chocobo now pushing in through the other side, and it looks like Maromba tried to push before he had enough, and now paladins into the economy of Scrath, and this is not looking good. Maybe Chocobo going to invest more into the right hand side rather than on the left, and we're gonna see, well, use those paladins though. He's focused on the right hand side, not paying attention to the left hand side. But now Magnata now getting X'd out by Tokiwa, who can see what's happening with his houses, saying, hey guys, Magnata's about to come back into the game. We need to end this fast. Looks like Dodonpa going for elite skirms as well, but they will be able to kill off Scrath in the meantime. His population is starting to drop with those paladins coming in, and no halbs from Maromba yet. He's finally added in some extra barracks. We'll be going for those halbs to deal with all these paladins coming in from Chocobo, but also plumed archers on the right hand side from Escape, who split up his army. They're probably going to just retreat for a bit, take down that castle from Always, and push against Scrath. This is a really good move by the PoJ team. What time begin? Are you guys... I don't get it. She still considers a game for kids. Well, what can you do? But Maromba not able to stop this. Scrath had nothing on land, and a lot of his population is still galleons, which is nice and all, but no one's going for water right now. Galleons gives you a bit of shore control, and that's about it. I think it's a bit of a mistake to invest too much on water right now for the MCL team, and it could cost them the game. Right now, big fight going on, castle is down, Chocobo coming forward with his paladin, soaking up a lot of that elite plumed archer fire. The Trebs from Escape also starting to take care of those plumed archers, and the paladins are now in Persian paladins against those plumed archers, plus 2 attack bonus on top of it all, plus all of those plumed archers from Escape. Always is going to lose this fight, there's no doubt about it. He just can't fight up against that much. In the meantime, Chocobo and Escape gonna push up against Maromba now, having taken down most of Scrath's base, and the comeback is real, guys. The comeback is real. I can't believe they're making a comeback. PoJ now going to be in a bit of trouble here. Escape losing a bit of economy with the counter push coming in from Magnata, feeling a little desperate to do something, I think, with his +2 Persian Knights. Is in Imperial Age now as well, so maybe he'll be able to do something, but we're going to see Escape being left alone to hold against Always, while Chocobo and Escape also push on the right hand side. Really strong game coming in from PoJ. I know, I thought MCL had it as well, but PoJ pushing through on the right hand side, and Scrath and Maromba not being ready for this. Could swing the game back into their favor. They've actually taken the score lead again, and Tokiwa, though, his score is still so low. He's got no economy. The Viking player. I guess if you want any player to be down and out in this game, you do want the Viking player to be down and out. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly resume lobby because sometimes that helps. See if okay, looks like it is a pause. So I'm gonna vlog quickly, grab myself some more water because my throat is feeling dry now. Okay, still paused, guys, and I'm back already, so. Really well played by Chocobo and Escape in particular. They were really holding the PoJ guys together, and Escape, wow, even after the boom that Always had compared to the boom that Escape had, he was still able to get the crucial upgrades. He was able to mass those plumed archers, work together with Chocobo, and hold off Always on the left-hand side, while Maromba was trying to get up to Imperial Age, and then they counter-pushed with the Paladins. I mean, Magnata being out of the game really did help. the fact that the Persian player Magnata was the one of all of the players that they had to lose. It was Magnata. Scrath not able to do too much as Vikings, but also a mistake, I think, to go so heavily on water. I think he should have been trying maybe to make some land army as well, and that would have helped out Maromba a lot, and always as well for the push. And defense. Oh, the game is going again. Okay, game is going again, guys. We're back into it. I'd like to see escape now. Yep, he's going for the siege ram transition as well now, so that's really important. Once he gets the siege rams, he already has cap rams on that side of the map, and in the meantime, Chocobo with siege rams coming in, starting to take down the TC of Maromba as well as a trebuchet there, trebbing down the castle. So the push on the right hand side is actually quite successful with those plumed archers from escape backing up those paladins. The plumed archers just taking down the halbs, and the paladins taking down everything else. Well, not the best fight for Chocobo up towards the top right. Should have Dodonpa helping out there, but he should be fine. He has a lot of paladins and they do so much damage as well. Okay, so siege rams now complete for always, but with paladins from Chocobo, he should be able to deal with that fine. And looks like Dodonpa now making a light cav and transitioning into push from the top of the map as well against always. So they're going to sandwich always in. I don't know, is Magnata alone going to be able to do anything? He's now struggling against Escape as well, who's starting to take down his stables. We even see Tokiwa expanding across the map. He's got a single castle. He is trying to push up against Dodonpa and Escape down towards the south. But I think they're just ignoring him right now. Now Siege Ram complete for Escape rather as well. And it looks like Dodonpa going to move those skirmishes forward, take care of those elite plumed archers along with the help from Chocobo. Okay, a little careless there. Chocobo losing a few more paladins than he probably would like to, but he is focusing on the right-hand side where Escape is sending more plumed archers in, more siege rams coming in from Chocobo. They're just keeping Maromba busy, and a castle up already now for Dodonpa. He's bringing in elite skirms, he's bringing in light cav. They are elite skirms, missing a few armor upgrades, but other than that, fully upgraded and starting to treb down the castle from always as well. So now we have Dodonpa and Escape up against always, and this means that Chocobo can probably try and help deal with this pressure coming in from Magnata with a few paladins maybe, but he is really investing most of it into the push on the right hand side. But Escape, so strong, so strong. Escape really doing well this game. Really impressed. Chocobo as well, of course, but Escape has been playing amazingly well. He's been microing on both sides, trying to make sure, and with those rams as well, getting in between his plumed archers, as well as the plumed archers of Always. Always can't fight up against that, and Always is now getting distracted by Dodonpa, who has taken down a castle up towards the north-hand side. In the meantime, Chocobo with so many paladins massed up and ready to fight. It looks like they do need help though down here. Looks like Escape will be starting to lose a castle back at home, and some trebs from Magnata being taken down by villagers, but they need to deal with Magnata now. They can't just ignore him anymore. Siege rams from Escape starting to move forward, also taking down more castles from Always, and the light cav into the economy of Always. Always is in a world of pain right now. Chocobo probably should do something with all of those paladins. I don't know why they're not doing anything about this. They're just kind of letting him get away with it for now. It looks like Tokiwa is thinking about clicking up to Imperial Age now, dropping the University, and that will be a dead castle from Always. He can't defend on both sides. Like, there's just too much. The elite skirms pretty much counter him out completely, and he doesn't have any siege rams up towards the top of the map either. Big fight going on now. The paladin's just going to retreat behind the plumed archers of Escape, who will take down both the Chukonu as well as the Halbs there. In terms of cost efficiency, I do believe plumed archers win out, but in terms of sheer strength, Chukonu are stronger. I'm hearing conversions. Okay, so Chocobo finally going to head towards the south of the map to help clear this pressure coming in from Magnata, sending a couple of paladins, about 20 paladins there. Counter push now by Always now, but I don't think Escape really cares. He's busy on the top of the map trying to push against Maromba, and he did manage to take down the castle, which is what he wanted to do, and now he feels comfortable allowing Dodonpa to push up towards the north instead. Actually, it looks like villagers being sent forward by Always to try and deal with these trebs from the Domper, and you know it's bad when you're sending villagers. The TC will go down, and there are 2 more castles that are really close by. The Domper sending in more light cav and skirmishers now that the pressure is being handled by Chocobo down towards the bottom of the map. And the push continues against Maromba, who just can't do anything. He's about to lose this castle, and then they're going to move forward and take down this castle as well. So PoJ playing it pretty smart right now. Oh, I like this. Cannon Galleons from Scrath finally to take down this castle from Dodonpa, who is dropping another castle. Did lose his TC up towards the north as well as a castle, but that's okay because right now his team is in quite a commanding position. A bit of a siege ram war going on right now, and it looks like the plan is just for Escape to sit behind all of this and defend the trebs while microing up on against Always on the left hand side. The Mayan war continues to rage on. Now Chocobo having cleared most of the pressure up from Maromba. He does need a little more. Dodonpa actually having Chinese halbs as well. Should be able to deal with all of these Cavalier pretty easily now as well. Oh, what are they killing? It's a Paladin. Okay. So X is coming out, those Cavalier from Magnata continuing to be a nuisance and try and get into the economy. Tokiwa once again losing more economy, but the halbs from Dodonpa there to help out now. And it looks like Dodonpa is going to get pushed back thanks to those Cannon Galleons, and Galleons coming in from Scrath. So Scrath making a bit of a comeback as well, back up to 176 population. All the damage done earlier on to Scrath has basically been nullified, but Maromba's still struggling. Push though is slowing down for PoJ, and Tokiwa is still not in the game. Tokiwa now finally reaching Imperial Age. What is he going for though? That is the question. I don't see anything from Tokiwa. He's got 3 TCs, pretty much one of them garrisoned up, barely any population, and it looks like we're just gonna see Escape mass up those siege rams for a bit and go all the way around. Now starting to trap down siege workshops as well. Maromba with so many castles though, and he's about to lose another one. Having a look, is Magnata still pushing? No, Magnata's push has basically been put to a stop. Escape sending some plumed archers across the map. Dodonpa sending halbs as well, since his own push has been denied. That castle pretty much dead from Dodonpa. Won't be able to do too much more. Is starting to take the gold again and denying Scrath of that gold at the very least. So that's nice for him. He does want to continue having that gold. And no trade from either team that I can see, so securing that gold on the map is very important. It looks like, yeah, okay, Magnata continuing to be cleared up on the other side, with Chocobo dropping forward stables in where Magnata used to be, and he only really has 2 castles and 2 TCs left. He's along the shoreline, where it's safe, where he has help from Scrath, basically. But this is ending up being a really, really long game. I'm kind of surprised. It's been really close. What civ is Maromba, China? Yeah. PoJ is a top team for a reason. MCL should recruit Noboru and teach Chocobo a lesson. Anyway, it looks like a more defensive play from PoJ now. They're just going to continue trebbing down the castles. And they're going to deal with Magnata, take him out of the game completely. Siege rams coming in to take down his castles, but no backup there, so they're probably going to die off. And in the meantime, more siege rams coming in to take down castles from Always, and he's also losing Chocobo's paladins trying to get through, but Escape now going to move so that he can get through, and they're going to continue pressing forward. Magnata still with only Cavalier there and the +1 attack. That's nothing compared to the fully upgraded paladins that Chocobo has had for so long. And now the push coming in further, more siege rams being sent by Escape. Looks like they're happy to basically camp at this castle of Chocobos and continue taking down castles from Maromba and just hold that position for now. While also dealing with Magnata down towards the south. Magnata adding in Scorpions now to deal with all of the halbs coming in from Dodonpa, but Escape's also got some plumed archers there. Not quite enough. They do need to deal with this with more units than what they have right now, depending on what Tokiwa is going for. Tokiwa actually getting slung some wood and food there, and it looks like he's going on water again. So Tokiwa gonna go for Galleon, secure water control for his team. Now Chocobo starting to run low on gold, making the light cav again. And at the very least, the Mayan player, Escape, still has a bit of gold. Plumed archers are so cheap though. I'm just kind of worried that in the long run PoJ will lose out in terms of gold because they are really struggling already and paladins are so expensive. Dodonpa now coming in from the back though, and it looks like the big push is coming through. Maromba losing 2 castles there. Looks like the paladins and the plumed archers will be able to take down the rest of Maromba's army here, continuing to treb down more and more castles. Is this going to be the GG push on the right hand side for PoJ? Dodonpa also coming in with elite skirmishers. They are desperate to end this game right now. And it doesn't look like they're going to push against Always too easily either. But Always losing more and more castles at the same time. Those siege rams just soaking up so much damage right now. And the Treb sitting behind all of those paladins and those elite plumed archers. And looks like PoJ will secure themselves at least another 400 gold on the map. Maybe even more with this TC from Magnata potentially. There's still 2 gold piles, big gold piles available there. And they've also secured themselves some stone. But if they do continue to push forward, this is going to be very bad for MCL. It's already looking pretty bad, but it's going to get worse. Another castle about to go down for Maromba, trying desperately to repair it, but I don't think he's going to be able to save it. Down goes the castle. And let's have a look at the amount of gold on the map. Well, it looks like PoJ now setting up trade. Tokiwa starting to make those trade carts. And where are they trading to? See the other one. Oh, that's a really short trade route. Okay, so a really short trade route. But I think PoJ needs to move forward, spot these gold piles, and take control of that. If they can take control of those gold piles, they'll be in a pretty good position. Otherwise, it could be a struggle for the gold soon. Another castle from Maromba about to go down. Dodonpa moving forward with Trebs as well. But Dodonpa going for a mainly trash unit build means that he can actually sling gold if he does have gold to his teammates, especially Chocobo and Escape would be best, and the Trebs continuing to take down castles at the front there. Another castle going down there for Always, and another big fight, but no siege rams out right now for Escape, and Chocobo's not coming in to help out either, so it's just the Trebs and plumed archers. Now Chocobo notices, and he's going to come in with his paladins and light cav, and it looks like Dodonpa with galleons as well in the middle of the map now going to help out, and that's going to be a dead army there from Always, who's continuing to lose castles right now. X is coming out all over the map, Tokiwa now with a couple of galleons as well, but Magnata in the meantime has been left to his own devices, which means a counter push, Escape losing castles back at home. Their trade is in a bit of danger. But slowly but surely PoJ is securing map control. They are pushing Maromba back. They've pushed him back from about here back to here. It's a very slow push, but slowly but surely getting there. Now Hussar complete as well for Chocobo, and another castle about to go down for Maromba. Those elite skirms from Dodonpa countering out both the Halbs as well as the Chuko Nu that he does have, and looks like that castle dead. Okay, so another castle down, and now it looks like Escape, just in time to see Escape release about 10 siege rams from his siege workshops, coming in to take care of the castle as well as the siege workshop. Needs to take care of this siege ram though from Always. That's taking down his siege rams. Okay, so down goes the siege workshop. Another siege workshop down. Looks like they are fighting up against each other now. And it looks like those galleons from Dodonpa also helping out. But I still think they need to secure this gold here for PoJ. Having a look at resources, Always still has quite a bit of gold. Escape has quite a bit of gold. Dodonpa actually has quite a bit of gold. Magnata has a lot of gold. And actually the GG call. So I guess MCL just realized that Always couldn't continue holding. It was getting pushed back. He doesn't have any more siege rams. He doesn't have siege workshops. And that castle's going to go down, then the next, and it doesn't look like Magnata able to push either, with Chocobo now coming in with Hussar to clear up all of this pressure. And on the other side, Maromba also losing ground, slowly but surely. So really well played for PoJ. I thought it was a little weird to call GG at that point in time. I mean, there were lots of times where you could have called GG. Interesting time to call GG, anyway, for me. It was over, but it was still an interesting time and point in time rather to call it. So Escape, MVP for his team. Mayan's just too strong post-Imperial Age. He played that really well, all over the map, left and right, along with Chocobo pushing. Really nice comeback from PoJ, basically being 3v4 with Scrath being completely on water and Tokiwa out of the game. Magnata making a bit of a comeback. That was also a really nice move for MCL. Unfortunately, Magnata not able to make much of an impact later on. Did not have all the upgrades that he needed, and he was still stuck in that little area of the map. Maromba just taking his foot off the pedal for a bit as well, and not continuing the pressure. He did really want to go Imperial Age with Chocobo going for those Persian Cavalier though. So I understand, but on the other hand, maybe they could have gone for a harder pushing Castle Age. I'm not sure how MCL could have played that better, but PoJ definitely played it very well. Having a quick look at military units, Escape with 134 army. Always had 100, so he had so many plumed archers and siege rams everywhere. Chocobo with 93 army, Scrath 95 but on water, so basically useless for them. And it was just the combined army from Chocobo and Escape too much for MCL to handle. Dodonpa also with 81 though, so by no means a small army either. Okay, so we're going to change the score. It is now 4-0. Did they already play the DM, or are they playing the DM now?